is WHIO. It's that time again.
Something told me to turn on the radio.
It's showtime!
This is great. It's a nice break.
This guy, Todd.
Mondays or Friday.
Getting restless?
5 to 7.
All right, I'm listening. Let's start the show.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
It's early in the morning when my baby wakes. She heads down to the kitchen where she starts to bake. She's softening the butter. She's stretching out the dough. She sprinkles on the sugar, then she starts to roll. Now I'm still in bed, not getting up before the sun, but I sniff the air and smile. She's making sticky buns. The pan is in the oven, the dough's starting to rise.
Watch it rise.
The pecans on the bottom start to caramelize.
Ooh.
Cinnamon and butter are melting into goo. Now I can hear the mixer mean she's making icing too. When they slide out of the oven, I am gonna get me some.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, I am loving you and your sticky buns.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. It's National Sticky Bun Day. And by God, I found a song about sticky buns. I love that. That is going to become an annual tradition on National Sticky Bun Day. You know, it's been a while since I've had sticky buns. My wife has not made sticky buns in a while. It is the weekend. Maybe if I play my cards right, she'll give me some sticky buns tomorrow morning. Yummy. Tonight on the show, it is an abbreviated show. We got UD basketball. Pregame starts just after 6. The Flyers are in Chi-Town, Chicago, taking on Loyola. So we'll have all the pregame action, and then, of course, tip-off starting at 7 o'clock here on the home of the Flyers, WHIO Radio. Also, we have a Cowspiracy story. It's been a while since we've had more proof that the cows are really trying to take over. And the U.S. Postal Service are introducing a brand new stamp. I think we talked about this, but it is a beloved American icon who's going to grace this stamp. So we're going to talk about that. First thing I wanted to get to, we were talking about this the other day, that a fraternity down at Miami University, the Sigma Alpha Epsilon fraternity, they're being investigated. Now, I bring up these fraternities and sororities and all this because we have a ton of universities around here. And not all of the schools have a vibrant Greek system and fraternities and sororities. But, University of Dayton does. I think Wittenberg might up in Springfield, definitely Miami, down in Cincinnati, UC, many of them do. I don't know about Wright State so much. I think they may have some fraternities and sororities, but I don't know if they have the sort of traditional frat house or sorority house, but maybe they do. Someone can enlighten me on that. But this Sigma Alpha Epsilon, this was in the news the other day that they are being investigated for hazing. And this comes up from time to time. And fortunately, in this case, no one lost their life. Because lots of times in these hazing stories, that's what happens. Somebody, and it's usually alcohol related or sometimes drug related, or something bad happens to them, very bad happens to them. And it sometimes, leads to death. But I wasn't sure what they were being investigated for other than some sort of hazing allegation. Well, I got more details on this story, and I wanted to share this. And think about this. If maybe when you were in college, you were in a frat or a sorority, maybe some of the crazy things that you had to do to get in. But there's a report out that says that this particular sorority, Sigma Alpha Epsilon, is under investigation because they forced new members to perform, quote, inhumane activities. Inhumane activities. And I got this from Cincinnati.com, the Cincinnati Enquirer. And here's what the report says. Apparently, there was a member of the group of this particular fraternity that they saw pictures and video of a pledge who was required to ingest. Now, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. An entire can of chewing tobacco, ingest it, not throw it in your cheek, in between your gums, a pinch between your gums. Ingest the entire can of chewing tobacco and do a handstand. So that was one of the inhumane activities. If that were me, count me out. There's no way. I mean, if I was forced to, I could probably. I wouldn't like it, but I can ingest a can of chewing tobacco. But there's no way in hell I'm going to do a handstand. That's just not going to happen. No way. But they also had to perform wall sits. Now, do you know what a wall sit is? This used to be, and I think this is correct. What a wall sit. I remember when I played basketball in junior high, we had a coach when we were screwing around. He'd make us do wall sits where you basically get down in sort of a crouched position and then lean back against the wall as though you're sitting down. But you're using the strength from your legs. And I guess it was also help there to, maybe build your muscles, but it was punishment to make you do these wall sits for a period of time. But this particular pledge had to do that while covered in baby oil. And I'm guessing if they're covered in baby oil, they're probably down to their undies and nothing else. Because otherwise, what good is it going to do? Right? If you're wearing your clothes covered in baby oil, doesn't matter. I guess they could even be naked. But I'll draw the line. I don't know that for sure. But I'm guessing they're undies or shorts at the very least. And then if they fell, like if they slipped off the wall, they were forced to drink. And this is where the problem begins. This is where most of the time these hazing incidents just go overboard and sometimes turn deadly. It's because of the booze that are being ingested. Now, the other thing the fraternity requires is that there be a pledge on duty. So that means that anybody who's pledging this fraternity has to be on call for 12 to 24 hours to respond to requests from members of the fraternity for chores and other tasks. Now, I got to be honest, I don't have a problem with that. As long as there's nothing dangerous involved or illegal, okay, right? It's kind of fun. It's kind of silly. You make the new pledge, run down to the corner and get everybody in the frat house Whoppers or something, something silly like that. Or come do my laundry. Or come clean the shower. God, can you imagine how disgusting a fraternity shower is? Ugh. Probably almost as bad as a sorority shower. But I get that. That's fine. That's kind of fun. That's kind of silly. But this whole thing of, if you slip, you fall, you got to drink and drink and drink and drink and drink. And the thing is, young people at that age, sometimes they don't know their limits and they have a hard time with the peer pressure and they just keep going and going and going and going. And that's when all the bad stuff happens. So we finally got some answers. I was curious to know exactly what this particular fraternity was up to and why they were being investigated, the Sigma Alpha Epsilon. But they're not the only ones up to these sort of fraternity shenanigans. According to Miami, this year, this particular incident was the 14th that they've received from a fraternity or sorority at their school where things kind of went off the chart. And I'd be curious to know, fraternities are notorious for this. I don't know about the sororities. I would imagine that the sororities can be just as crazy in the certain things that they have to do, that the young women have to do to get in. But it's usually the fraternities that we hear about causing all the chaos, which I guess just, you kind of figure. But maybe you've got a story like that, or had an experience, or maybe your child had an experience like that. 937-457-1290. So the other day here on the show, I had a young woman on the show by the name of Kathleen, and she's one of the owners of a sandwich shop downtown Dayton called Tony and Pete's. And a friend of mine, Hoagie, he notified me or let me know about this place, that they had a sandwich on their menu called the Z93, named after the radio station that I worked at and my friend Jason Michaels worked at. And it was on their menu. It's on their menu. And I went down today and I tried the sandwich. By the way, great place, Tony and Pete's down on East 3rd. It's a really cool place. And it was packed. It was packed. So I had to get my sandwich to go. I brought it back to the station and had this sandwich that, it's bologna, it's cheese, it's lettuce, it's got the mustard on it, and they put potato chips on it in between the bun. And let me tell you something. That is probably the best bologna sandwich I've ever had. It was phenomenal. And the bun that it came on, holy cow. So, this isn't a paid endorsement. I'm just telling you. But if you want to try this place, it's downtown, East 3rd Street, East 3rd Street, Tony and Pete Sandwich Shop. It's just west of the library downtown. You got to check it out. And just to be equal time here, my friend Marcia sent me this message today that the root beer stand out on Woodman this weekend, it's a weekend special, and I am going to, can you OD on bologna? I don't know if you can. Jason, do you have any idea? Can you OD on bologna? Is that possible?
I don't know how you could. I like fried bologna.
Well, the root beer stand on Woodman, they're special fried bologna sandwiches.
Oh, my.
It says you've asked for years, 2 pieces of fried bologna, 2 pieces of American cheese and mustard on grilled white bread.
Ooh.
And they will customize it to your liking. You can get the sandwich, chips, and drink for $11.99.
There you go.
Oh, my gosh. It's going to be a bologna bonanza this weekend.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy, a hero.
Oh, he's a keeper.
It's fun listening. It's a good ride, but there's never any real danger.
Give it some time, man. You'll realize. You'll see. He'll grow on you.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Hey, there's Hoagie. How you doing, buddy? I went down and tried it today. Well, I'm sure you just heard me talking about that. Yum. Holy cow. That was something. Ah! Yes, 2 baskets were made. Ron, yeah, I mean, I would say they probably, I think maybe a dozen, 10, 12. Um, it's not like they have 50 different 50 different sandwiches, but the ones they had, I mean, I was blown away. They're 8-inch subs and they're just fabulous. Yeah, Brian, it was really good. Really good. I would have liked to have sat in there and had my lunch, but it was pretty busy. I think they've got like maybe 5 booths, and then they've got some like bar stool chairs, with a table in the front window, and then they had some back by the register, but all the people that were waiting for their food to get done were sitting at the just hanging out. So there wasn't any place for me to sit, so I just got it to go and brought it back to the station, but that was fine. I had stuff I had to do anyway. Yeah, Ron, I'd try it. It's cool.
5:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
And Tom, what were you again?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Of course, that's the theme from the Golden Girls. And everybody's favorite, I would say, if we took a vote, probably she would have to be the favorite Golden Girl, Betty White, the late, great Betty White, who passed away December 31st, 2021. She's getting her own stamp. And it was introduced today to the public, and it will be available on March 27th. So there you go, if you're a big Betty White fan. 937-457-1290. Let's talk real quickly to Paul in New Lebanon. Hey, Paul.
Hey, Todd, how you doing?
I'm doing well. What's shaking, man?
Okay. Now, I heard you talking about baloney when I first got into the car.
Oh,
turned
yeah.
the radio on.
Oh, yeah, bologna.
All right. And then I heard fried bologna.
Oh, and fried bologna. Yeah.
Have you ever grilled it?
Grilled bologna, like on a grill? Like outside, like on a grill?
Have you ever fried a hamburger, then grilled a hamburger?
Well, yeah. I guess.
Steak?
Oh, now there's an idea. I think the bologna will have to probably be a little thicker, right?
Yes. You want
Yeah.
at least a 1/4 inch thick to a third. Boar's Head garlic bologna is my personal favorite. Not throwing any advertising.
No, that's
out
fine.
there.
I love garlic bologna. That's good. My grandma
Okay,
used to get that.
It's best when you got your homegrown tomatoes.
Oh, yeah.
Then you put whatever mayonnaise, ketchup,
Oh,
mustard, whatever
yeah.
you like with the potato chips
On it. You got to do it.
on it.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I am telling you, it is a melt in your mouth treat.
Well, when I get a new grill this spring, Paul, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to christen it with some bologna. All right, man. I got to fly. I appreciate your call, buddy. Have a good one. That does sound good, man. Fried
It's the
bologna.
Evening Edge
All
with
weekend,
Todd
man.
Hollst.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
A bologna bonanza.
He's a keeper.
Bologna
It's
for
a good
everyone.
ride, but there's never any real danger.
Give it some time.
I'm
man.
going to
You'll
go
realize.
blind eating bologna.
Locally grown, seriously funny
Bologna.
on WHIO.
Oh, yeah. Garlic bologna. My bologna. Where's that at? Let me see if I can find that song. There we go. I don't really have much plans this weekend. I have to put together a nightstand today. That's about it. Mary bought new nightstands for the bedroom. So she actually put one together last night before I got home from work. And then she was like, I'm not doing the other one. So that's what I'm doing. But I don't have any other plans. Nope, she got it from Wayfair. Heather, what? February 24th, potato cakes? What? What'd you say about potato cakes? What did you say? Did somebody say something about potato cakes? I just saw a comment about potato cakes. What's happening with potato cakes? I'd like potato cakes with my bologna. Maybe some potato cakes and bologna. Are they really? Oh my gosh. Where did you see that, Heather?
If news breaks, we break in anytime. Now, back to America's most powerful talk lineup. This is WHIO.
Be of good cheer and call me.
Call me now! Call me!
He's laughing at us right on the radio.
Least we could do is get him on the radio and talk to him.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Who, a little hungry one, open up a package of my bologna. Who, I think the toast is done, top it with a little of my bologna. Never gonna stop, eat it up, such a tasty snack, I always eat too much and throw up, but I'll soon be back for my, woo! My bologna.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. So during the break, I got a message from my producer, Gracie. And I can only assume that she's talking about bologna. Now, I had a great bologna sandwich earlier today from Tony and Pete's Sandwich Shop. The Root Beer Stand on Wimbledon, they promoted a fried bologna sandwich special this weekend. A lot of people like bologna. A lot of people love bologna. But then I get this message. I see this message on my screen from Gracie in big, bold letters. All caps, like she's shouting at me in anger. Gracie, you want to... you said it, so you back it up. What did you write?
I said, and I quote, "Why are we eating like it's World War I? War is over. You don't have to eat rations anymore."
You are equating bologna with rations from the war. Is that correct?
This is coming from a college student who had a cup of rice and 8 Kit Kats for dinner last night.
So why are you criticizing me over bologna? You had Kit Kats for dinner. Kit Kats.
I don't know. It's just bologna is one of the...
Have you had bologna?
I have.
And you're not a fan? Is that it?
It's not that. It's just, it's like an old world food to me.
Bologna is an old world Italy. That's where it's from.
Is it really?
Oh my Lord. Yes.
I thought it was French. And I also don't...
Bologna.
I'm not a fan of the French. So that could also be a contributing factor.
So all this time you thought bologna hailed from France, and that's why you took a position like that, because you don't like the French, and therefore you don't like their bologna.
Subconsciously.
But it's not from France. It's from Italy.
I like Italian food. So
well, there you go. There you go. And here's the thing. Bologna should not be an everyday thing. Bologna should be a once in a while thing. Like Italian subs. If you eat an Italian sub every day, you're going to be as big as Italy.
I would eat an Italian sub every day. That's the thing. I wouldn't eat bologna every day.
Well, a lot of people put bologna on Italian subs.
They're wrong.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe this. 937-457-1290. And I also, food related, Heather on the live stream confirmed an email that we got a week or so ago. I think it was Farmer Dan up north. Forget exactly where. But he said that he went to an Arby's and they have potato cakes. And I thought, really? But we couldn't find them on the menu anywhere listed. But Heather on the live stream says that it's coming back. The potato cakes are coming back on Monday. Could that be true? We need some sort of, not that I don't trust Heather. I need factual proof. I need something in writing. I need some sort of news release from the Arby's empire. Oh, Gracie, you have information? Let's hear it.
This is according to USA Today. They say that the potato cakes will be back at Arby's. It looks like Heather's right. It looks like they'll be back on Monday.
Oh my God. Well, I hope it's for good, not this limited time BS. That's crazy. Well, we'll see. I'm holding my bated breath. That's what I'm holding. I saw this story today, but it really requires this sort of sound, this sort of open right here.
Yes! Oh, yeah! Can you feel that, buddy? I have exorcised the demons.
So this is I guess we could call this a scam alert. Okay? A scam alert. I saw this story today. This is from Brookville, Indiana, which isn't terribly far from here. It's really not. A Brookville, Indiana priest is warning people that someone is impersonating him on social media and offering exorcisms for money. Father Vincent Lampert leads worshipers at St. Michael Catholic Church in Brookville, southeastern Indiana. The good priest says he's performed exorcisms for almost 20 years, but now someone has been pretending to be him on, I guess, Facebook. Now, the priest says he's not on social media. But for more than a year, this imposter has been offering exorcisms, rosaries, and holy water for cash. The priest has been in the public eye because of his decades of experience as an exorcist. His secretary apparently found this Facebook page where someone was pretending to be him. One guy in Germany contacted the priest and said that he paid the imposter $2,000, thinking that the priest would fly to Germany to do an exorcism for him. Others have shown up for appointments at his parish. Father Vincent said the Facebook page that his secretary found, purporting to be him, blocked her, and then a post appeared on it about fake conferences to get money from people. Now, that is an unusual scam. There's all kinds of crazy scams out there. But let me just tell you, if you're looking for an exorcism, be alert. Be on alert. There's a fake priest out there, and he's wanting money to exorcise the demons. And the priest there, Father Lampert, says that the church does not charge for exorcism. Well, that's nice. It's nice that that's not a money-making venture for them. Pretty cool. We have a Cowspiracy story. Caroline, that's a great question from the live stream. Does the priest offer half off or 2-for-1 coupons? Is there a Groupon for exorcisms? I don't know. Maybe the scammer does. Yeah. Before we get to the Cowspiracy, I saw a clip of this on Channel 7 a little while ago, but I just caught the tail end. And somebody asked about this on the live stream. Do we know if that giant Duke Energy transformer made it through Warren County? Okay. Do we know? This was more than 500,000 pounds. We talked about this a night or two ago. It's like 200 feet long, 15 feet wide, some gigantic transformer. It actually does look like one of those Septicon, one of those big actual transformers. You know, the robots in disguise. But it's 600,000 pounds. It was taken by train, dropped off in Monroe near Traders World. And Friday morning, it set off to be moved to Butler County. They had to close down a bunch of roads. Originally, it was scheduled from 8 to 1, but 3 o'clock, the roads were still closed. So just curious if anybody saw that or got any information you could share with us. 937-457-1290. All right, here's this Cowspiracy story. I believe that the cows are trying to take over, and from time to time, they make a break for it. And while they're out on the loose, they try to gather other cows to aid in their uprising. And this is a story from Kent, Connecticut. Animal control officers are asking residents to keep an eye out for an escaped Scottish Highland bull that's been on the loose for about 6 weeks. The owner of the bull is named Waldo, by the way, was unloaded from a trailer and spent about 5 minutes at its new home before breaking through a fence. I guess this was a Christmas present for one of the owner's children. And the bull has now been wandering Litchfield County for about 6 weeks, earning him, of course, the appropriate name, Waldo. Where's Waldo? Kent Animal Control posted a photo of Waldo this week asking for a plea for residents to report any sightings. But I had a thought. I guess if you see a bull in a field behind a fence, you wouldn't think too much about it, right? You'd think, okay, well, there's a bull. It's a farm behind the fence. That must be that farmer's bull. But if you saw a bull roaming around town or a bull roaming where it shouldn't be, I don't know that you would really need a photo to identify. You know what I mean? You'd be like, well, that bull shouldn't be there. Doesn't matter what the bull looks like. That bull should not be where that bull is. Does that make sense? But it's a Scottish Highland County or cattle, and it's huge. It's identified by its long hair. They're famously friendly. Who knew? The Highland bull are famously friendly, but they're often kept as pets. So I guess there you go. Another Cowspiracy story to support my notion.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Now from the WHIO News Center, the three big things.
And you know what? I had a thought just as I was throwing that paper wad. I said, I'm going to go perfect tonight. I'm going to be perfect with all my shots. And then I choked. Unbelievable. Oh, okay. Sorry. I can't always. Brookville Arby's never. That's right. Dayton. Uh-oh. Do 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 do. Thank you, Heather. Yes, Caroline.
Breathe easy. Choose McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com. This is WHIO Dayton and WHIO FM Pleasant Hill. All news, all the time.
Two Dayton firefighters take an unexpected plunge. An update at 6. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
I'm just trying to make a living.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Start the car.
You crashed your car.
In local news, a spectacular car crash.
House car.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Getting ready to wrap things up. We got a UD basketball game. Pregame starts here shortly. Chicago is the location of the Flyers right now. They're taking on Loyola tonight. We got a report of a car into a building. I'm not sure when this happened, but Edgehead Ulrich sent this to me. This will be number 14. I just about to post a picture of it. It was the McDonald's on West Dorothy Lane in Kettering. He says he asked what happened. A lady there at McDonald's said a lady ran into the building. Like ran her car into the building, not just running into the building, but she ran into the building. Not sure when it happened, but maybe somebody knows details. I'll be back on Monday night, and we can talk about it then if you get those details. Or you can message me at Evening Edge Todd on Messenger, or you can send me an email, eveningedgetodd@gmail.com. Have a terrific night. Have a terrific weekend. It's going to get warmer next week. I'm very excited. Get ready to clean off my deck, my big deck out back. It's going to be a fun spring and summer. That's the plan. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday.
I'm out of ideas. He's done. It's over. He's finished.
Sorry, buddy. Show's over.
Say good night to the bad guy.
Now give me a kiss and say goodnight.
Good riddance, you loony.
All right, all my peeps. Have a great night. See you on Monday. Be safe this weekend.